Western Nebraska Community College has a new interim president after the WCCA Board of Governors accepts the resignation of Dr. Carmen Simone. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in Western Nebraska and Eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Western Nebraska Community College will have a new interim president starting June 21st with the Board of Governors' official acceptance of the resignation of Dr. Carmen Simone. The governors voted in favor of hiring John Marin, who has served in various roles at WNCC over 2+ decades, most recently as interim executive vice president from 2019 until December 2020, to oversee the community college administration for up to a year. Board Chair Lynn Klemke offered assurances to the staff and faculty about the transition, saying there will not be an immediate push to start a new presidential search.
We are not beginning a presidential search. We're just going to catch our breath. So faculty and staff probably need to be assured that I think Mr. Marin is pretty open, and we're really hoping for some significant collaboration as we move forward.
Details of Marin's contract will be negotiated next week to be presented to the WCCA board at next month's meeting. The board also approved a severance package for Dr. Simone consisting of 6 months' pay, no benefits, and what was termed, quote, appropriate release language. Well, Nebraska's chief medical doctor was in Scottsbluff yesterday encouraging residents to get their COVID vaccinations. Dr. Gary Antone made an appearance at Western Sugar alongside the Panhandle Public Health District to help locals get their shot. He also used this opportunity to finally get across the state and thank frontline healthcare workers.
To just say thank you for all their hard work of what they've done. You can't imagine how much all the healthcare workers and the health department staff have sacrificed over this year and a half, and we just wanted to thank them on our behalf, not just from me personally, but also from the Department of Health and Human Services and the governor's office.
Dr. Antone says the local health departments have been instrumental in helping Nebraska get nearly 70% of adults at least one of their 2 vaccinations. Well, coming up after the break, we'll get a little relief from this heat wave. Bill Boyer's in with your Thursday evening forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
High Plains Auto Club presents the Father's Day Rock and Roll Classic Friday, June 18th. Registration begins at 2 p.m. at the Gearing Civic Center with a welcome barbecue, cruise for cash, ice cream social. Saturday, June 19th, a parade, show and shine, and awards banquet. To enter, go to highplainsautoclub.com or call 308-765-2418. This event is sponsored by KNEP, NBC, Nebraska, Scottsbluff, Nemnick Automotive, Dyno Tuning and Storage.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The affordable new MX series has a lot to offer. The versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade, and clear brush and snow. A spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. Excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and built to get every job done right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gearing.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we've still got another hot one coming here tomorrow, and then maybe some relief on the way as we get later on into the weekend. Still 90 by 7 o'clock tonight as we had record high temps across the area again today. Temps only bottoming off into the 60s overnight. The heat wave slowly breaks down. Now, it's still going to be pretty hot through Saturday, but then Father's Day and Monday we look cooler, and we could see a few showers out there as well late this weekend. Yesterday, that is a record high at 105 degrees. It was a scorcher yesterday, and we only got down to 70. So certainly a super hot day yesterday, and another toasty one again today, and very dry out there in the rain gauge. In fact, very dry all across the area, to be honest with you. As you can see here on our drought monitor, we still dry conditions here for portions of the area. Don't be surprised, though, to see this moderate drought start to creep back in here as we've had very little rain. And if that continues, we're going to see these drought conditions worsen. And, of course, it has been hot. 21 degrees above normal yesterday. 2 days in a row we eclipsed 100. And we go back even further than this. But most of the last, since the 1st of June, really, we've been above normal. It has been a very warm June so far. And it is scorching hot in the eastern portions of the state. They've got the humidity there as well as heat advisories and heat warnings even out for portions of eastern areas. It is very hot there, very hot here as well. Temps still in the 90s and near 100 degrees, even here as we get to the supper time hour. 88, though, in Gordon, 83 in Cheyenne. Winds occasionally a little gusty out, a couple of gusty storms around as well. Nothing severe expected tonight here in the area as we have quiet conditions. That severe weather threat moves even further away tomorrow, and Saturday or Friday as well. We're going to stay dry here across the area. Again, just an isolated thunderstorm moving through the area this evening. That's about it. They'll die off with the loss of daytime heating, and there's certainly plenty of daytime heating out there today. And there'll be plenty of warm temps tonight as well as we fall down only into a couple of areas in the upper 50s, most of us in the low 60s. Back to tomorrow now. We pick up our futurecast in the morning with a couple of clouds. We'll have some breaks in the clouds. It'll be sunny for a good portion of the day. We'll average it all out. It'll be partly cloudy, and even lesser coverage of showers tomorrow here across the area, maybe 10% at best, or even lower. Can't rule out a storm just because it's getting so hot. It can brew up storms pretty easy. But notice we kept the triple digits off the map tomorrow, but knocking on the door of it anyway at 99 in Scotts Bluff, Ogallala, Oshkosh at 98 for tomorrow as well. And if we get any precip, it is going to be very light and very spotty at best. Partly cloudy overnight, 62 for a low. For tomorrow, we're going to call it, another hot one. And here's highs near 99. That heat wave continues for, another couple of days. Tomorrow for sure. I think we'll dial back a little bit on Friday, be in the low 90s. Back in the upper 90s on Saturday. And then, the break comes Father's Day and into Monday. We've got high temps back to near 80. Maybe not even getting to 80, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. We'll be in the upper 80s on Tuesday, and we turn hot again for Wednesday of next week, back into the upper 90s. But notice those lows starting Father's Day night down into the low 50s. It'll be nice to open up those windows again.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Welcome back. A 45-year-old Mitchell man has been sentenced for his role in a November 2019 assault, but still faces 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault to be trialed in a separate case. Earlier this year, a jury convicted Joel Batanker of third-degree domestic assault, and he was sentenced to 365 days in county jail with 125 days credit for time already served. Now, he was scheduled to be back in court yesterday for his pre-trial hearing for allegedly molesting a 7-year-old girl on multiple occasions between 2008 and 2009, but that hearing was continued until August. Well, Nebraska state troopers and Scottsbluff police officers participated in the annual Click It or Take It seatbelt enforcement campaign that ran through June 6th. During the campaign, troopers cited 24 individuals for no seatbelts and 7 for child safety seat violations, while Scottsbluff officers issued 8 seatbelt citations and 3 child safety seat violations. In addition to the enforcement activity, seatbelt use surveys were conducted in Scottsbluff before and after the campaign. The pre-seatbelt usage was 51%, and afterwards was nearly 60%. Sergeant Philip Eckerberg says this is an improvement. However, it's still below the 2020 Nebraska overall seatbelts usage rate of 80.6%. And children of all ages are now eligible to receive immunizations at Regional West Community Health and Scottsbluff County Public Health's upcoming immunization clinics. Those clinics will be held on Tuesdays from 3 to 7 p.m. at the clinic at St. Mary's Plaza in Scottsbluff. All clinics are by appointment only. Children can be vaccinated against numerous preventable diseases, including measles, mumps, and polio. Immunizations are required to attend Nebraska schools and are covered by most insurance companies and Medicaid. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell catches up with the Big Red Blitz Tour as they stop in Gering. He'll have that from the sports desk in just 90 seconds.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. Accidents and fires involving electricity result in more than 1,000 deaths and tens of thousands of injuries every year. The majority of those tragedies could be prevented with greater awareness of how to stay safe. Start by involving children by inviting them to visit safeelectricity.org. So let's all do our part to learn more about electrical safety during the month of May. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
It's the head man talking Huskers on today's update from right here at the TV Sports Desk. The University of Nebraska's Big Red Blitz stopped through town yesterday afternoon at the Gering Civic Center. Among the traveling contingency was NU Athletic Director Bill Moose, who says it's full steam ahead for the fans and everything that involves the UNL campus.
We want to get out and get our word out. We're at full capacity right now. We're at 95% renewals on season tickets for football. We've got a Garth Brooks concert on the 14th of August. It's sold out in just a little over an hour. So you can tell people are eager to gather and to get back on our campus and enjoy what they've been missing. And we're going to welcome them back with open arms.
Looking ahead to the fall and the college football season, the opener goes from across the pond against Illinois to a true road game at the Illini and Brent Bielema's debut as head coach. So whether it's a tough road opener or any other week, Moose says this schedule makes every week a challenge.
Well, we'll be prepared for it. We have the best team that we've had in recent years, certainly the best in Scott Frost's tenure. A lot of good talent. We got great depth. We got leadership now. The younger guys that were forced into starting positions when they first got here are now juniors and seniors. So these are all positive pieces, but we do have a tough schedule. I think that's a great challenge for us. We do have Michigan and Ohio State, albeit at home, and we travel to Oklahoma, who many think might be one of the few that will be preseason picked for the national championship. So if I'm a young man playing major college football, that's the kind of schedule I want, and I know our guys are eager to take on that challenge.
Now, just in the rearview mirror for Moose and the athletic department was that tremendous season for the baseball team as Will Bolt led the Huskers to a conference title, coming up just shy against Arkansas for that trip to the Super Regional in the NC2As.
I'm thrilled for him. We were rewarded with the Coach of the Year, the Player of the Year, the Freshman of the Year, and most importantly, the Team of the Year in the Big Ten. So had this been a different year, had we been able to play non-conference games, I think the committee would have rewarded us with a postseason with a regional. And I can't think of a better place to host one, but we'll be back at it next year, and I'm excited for what we're going to see with Will.
Also on hand yesterday over at the Gehring Civic Center was men's assistant basketball coach Armand Gates and head wrestling coach Mark Manning. We'll have more with those guys in the coming days and weeks here with KNEB Sports. Both Legion baseball programs in town are traveling east for games through the weekend, finishing with a trip at the College World Series. Gehring got beat by North Platte last night 4-3. They'll have 3 more games on their trip. The Wesco Zephyrs are on Hastings coming up tonight for a pair, and then 2 more games on tap for tomorrow. And what about the Western Nebraska Pioneers? They're finishing up at Casper, looking for the series sweep tonight, and then heading back home for the weekend. They'll be entertaining the Hastings Sodbusters this weekend at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back with more when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff.
The 100th Annual Oregon Trail Days rolls into Gehring July 8th through the 11th. Barbecues, street dance, food fair, a car show, 2 parades, Old Settlers Luncheon, bicycle hill climb, mud volleyball, a pancake feed, chili and barbecue cook-offs, an art show, a craft show, and a quilt show, a carnival, beer and wine tasting, and Sawyer Brown with Ned Ledoux at Five Rocks. It's summer's best weekend. The 100th Annual Oregon Trail Days, July 8th through the 11th.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the Allred Brothers Fireworks Show will once again take place at Gering's Five Rocks Amphitheater, with the City Council approving use of the venue during Monday night's meeting for the 25th annual show. Justin Allred addressed the council, telling them after discussion with city tourism officials, he would like to see more city involvement in the event in the not-so-distant future.
It is somewhat tiresome to go out, even though I'm very grateful for all the business sponsors that we get and the key funds that we get. It takes a lot of time, hundreds of my personal time to get that put together.
He also said in another 4 to 6 years, he would like to see the city contribute financially or at least take part in a public-private partnership when it comes to working on funding. Allred said he could see such involvement leading to a larger Independence Day celebration in the future, perhaps running most of the day with vendors and other attractions that would conclude with pyrotechnics that everyone could enjoy. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.